Hey, welcome back to A-Aron Reacts. Welcome, Angels, and we're back for Feeling Good number 5. Now, when I finished up the miniseries, which I didn't finish up, and I'll explain more in a minute, but when I last did the outdoor performance of Feeling Good at age 10, many of you came to me, and I'm going to describe an analogy that I feel like is that you go to some fine dining establishment and you expect to get some amazing dessert and you're super excited for it, and you come out and it's this little tiny delicacy. And it's super delicious and you enjoy it, but you're just left wanting more. And that's what I feel like I've done to you unintentionally by not showing the indoor performance of Feeling Good. So my apologies. I want to be clear. I didn't intend to do the full-on series. I saw there were like 1 million performances of Feeling Good, so I intended to only do a couple initially and expand with time. And I got the specific request to do the outdoor one. So that's why I did it that way. So my apologies. I didn't intend to do full coverage, but you've spoken. And so here I am, we're doing the indoor performance, and I'm super, super excited for that. And I think we'll follow it up and do a few more after that as well. So this, in many of your opinion, although I got mixed opinions before I did the outdoor one, but it seems like many of you have spoken and said this is the one that you prefer. So we'll see. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna try to compare. We'll see. But in any case, it sounds like there's enough. They're both fantastic, is what it seems like from everybody. So this is live on the stream. Gir Tilbake. I'm sure I'm probably butchering the crap out of that, but let's just jump right to it. We'll dive in. Here we go. And let me just say, by the way, that this is the first video for Angelina Jordan where I'm giving it a little bit of a new look, and I'm recording in 4K. I've got a new camera and I've got better equipment in general. So let me know if you see a difference, if you feel a difference, how it affects you, etc. If it's just all the same to you, because on how you're viewing it obviously may make a difference and you might not even see any difference.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life.
Ooh.
For me, and I'm feeling good.
Whew, what an intro. What an intro. My gosh. Wow. So it has been a few weeks since I've done this. The other one. And I will say that that light behind and so forth, it probably would not have bothered, but I think I actually injured my eye because lately with light in my studio setup and everything, I can feel it like twitching and stuff, and I'm hoping it's temporary. I might need to get it checked out if it persists, but right now I can feel it actually. So that light is actually quite bothersome, so it is a little bit of a nuisance, but I'm going to do my best to try not to continue to comment on it or whatever, but I want to mention that up front, it is super annoying to me now, which probably normally I would be a little bit of a nuisance, but right now it's actually quite difficult for me to watch this. So, but she, of course, sounded fantastic, and this band sounds great. It's just so cool to hear that full sound, the strings and everything right at the beginning, and just everything is on point rhythmically, right? Like she's locked in with the band, and there's anticipation. They're connecting. It is beautiful. I gotta hear that again. But I'm not gonna be looking right at it. I'll look at you instead of that.
You know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, It's a new life.
That right there. It's a new life. That was spectacular. That offset of that note, the tone, the slight little bit of distortion on it. It was just a little bit of the vibrato, but just not too hard. Oh, beautiful.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life.
Oh.
For me.
And the strings, they're just beautiful piano strings. I love the accompaniment. Yeah, this is superb.
And I'm feeling good.
Yeah!
Fish in the sea. You know how I feel, river running free. You know how I feel, blossom on the tree. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
Ooh, yeah. So that what you're hearing there is this on the end of the bell of the trumpet, right? He's opening and closing his hand, kind of creating a cup, which you can also see often with like a plunger and things to that effect. And so again, it gives it that wah, 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 that wah effect essentially.
Dragonfly out in the sun. You know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun. You know what I mean. Sleep in peace one day down. That's what I mean. And this whole world is a new world. And this whole
Listen to how solid she hits that low note. World. Like just so much embodiment. I mean, she is just filling it up.
and this whole world is a new world. And this whole world for me. And I'm feeling good. When you shine, you know how I feel. Send up
Yeah.
mine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine. I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And
That was so clean, that run. Like every single note along that route, she stopped, right? Like perfectly. Even the fall off. It's not just from here to here, it's like she visits those notes even as she releases it. And listen to those last few notes. Like there's so much attention to detail. That is just such perfection. Crisp execution. And just her diction. Notice that she doesn't say good. She says ga, opening up the mouth, right? Good is a different, it's a different posture, right? Different technique. She says ga, right? She bends it up to make the sound that she needs to make.
Go.
Okay, so you got me in a tough spot here because many of you are going to be wanting me to make a decision, and I'm not going to make a decision. I certainly like both the outdoor and the indoor, and I don't know which one I like better. I will say this, and this is not me saying I like it better, because I think there are aspects of the outdoor that I like better. But, you know, I'm a sucker for a solid big band. Right? And this is almost like a large orchestra, but with a big band feel, because we got the strings in there that is solid too. So it's just, they sound fantastic. And this is an incredibly tight performance. Like really, it's solid. And I definitely appreciate, you know, cinematography, but there's certainly a major, major detraction for me, which again, probably normally wouldn't be as big of a deal. Is that light, which is actually bothering me right now. So, you know, some of you editors out there that, you know, do all kinds of fun stuff. I'm not going to call anybody out because I'm for fear of missing some amazing folks that are, you know, angels. But this would be a good one, I think, to, you know, add some kind of mashup or something, you know, to cover up that bright light. And so, yeah, just this was fantastic though. Again, as I said in the previous one, you know, how is a 10-year-old able to do that? And yeah, she just continues to refine her technique. I mean, the accuracy of these runs and hitting every note, the fact that she changed her tone when she gets to the top and lets out a growl, like she just changes it. Obviously, I can't do it well, but like she completely, and she emphasizes it with her body language, you know, and it's crazy to think that, you know, at the young age of 10, she's already essentially perfected that technique, her body language, her delivery, her understanding. You know, the fact that the band can rely on her execution as solid and strong and as good of a band as they are. It speaks volumes for the level she's already at this age. It's just absurd, actually. It really is. It's just absurd. There's no other way to say it. It just doesn't even make sense, right? I saw a comment from the previous Feeling Good of, you know, it was kind of this conversation, and the individual worded it this way, so I'm not trying to pick on and, you know, call it ageism or anything of that effect, right? But they talked about the kind of this conversation, then they poked fun at it. See, you know, even seniors or old people, I forget the exact words, but, you know, can be confused or be something, or maybe it was can enjoy, but I forget the specifics. But the point was, it was like, hey, you know, check this person out. We got to go to their live interview and so forth. And they're like, but they're only 10. It's like, how can that be only 10? That doesn't even make sense, type of thing, right? And I think that's how everybody feels, because if you don't see the video here, you know, I think that, you know, it's hard to believe and fathom. Your brain will play tricks on you to believe that, you know, you're actually talking and speaking or listening to a 10-year-old. It just, you know, vocal ability aside, her understanding, her musicality, you know, her complete and total, utter lack of nerves, and composure. I mean, I could just go on and on, right? Like, just really could go on and on and on and on. It's just, it's absurd. So I'll leave it at that. You know, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so yet. Consider joining us over at a-aronreacts.com/angels. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you much.